Have you ever been told you look younger than your actual age? Perhaps you just smiled lightly, brushing it off as a sweet compliment. But what if that youthful appearance isn't simply due to good genes or skincare, but rather a subtle sign of something much deeper? An external manifestation of inner harmony, of a self that has touched peace and awakening. In today's video, we won't just talk about age or skin. We will dive into a profound dialogue with ourselves, to explore why some people carry a timeless youthfulness, not because they resist the laws of aging, but because they live in tune with an ancient rhythm, the rhythm of the soul. Perhaps you are carrying a pure energy within, a sacred connection to the eternal essence, transcending both space and time. And this very thing sets you apart, not just in the eyes of others, but also in the depth of your own being. Today, we will explore 8 spiritual manifestations that may explain this youthful appearance, from the life energy you radiate to the quiet wisdom in your gaze and how you walk through life with an open heart. This isn't the youth of the body, but the youth of the soul. If you're ready, let's embark on this journey, a journey to discover not skin, but the light that shines from within. And before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to the Mind and Meaning channel, where we explore the deeper layers of humanity, spirit, and inner truth. The first reason why you might appear younger comes from a beautiful paradox. You may have an old soul. An old soul is not measured by the number of years lived in a single life, but by the depth of experience accumulated over many lifetimes. They carry with them the traces of old lessons, the wisdom gathered from countless encounters with pain, joy, loss, and healing. And it is this experience that, instead of making them rigid, actually makes them gentle. No longer driven by intense emotions like anger, jealousy, or resentment, the old soul chooses to live in a space of inner peace. They know how to step back from unnecessary battles, know when to remain silent, and understand that not everything needs to be controlled or won. And from this very letting go, they maintain a flow of pure energy, one that makes their soul shine effortlessly. Their youthful appearance doesn't come from holding on to age, but from the peace nurtured within. A peace that cannot be painted on, cannot be bought, but can only be achieved through the long journey of awakening and understanding. So when someone says you look younger than your age, perhaps they are unknowingly recognizing the ancient light radiating from within you, the light of a soul that has lived, learned, and is now smiling at life. The second reason why you might appear younger is your harmony with the natural energy and the mystical waves of the universe. Some people live as if they are walking between two worlds, one visible, where material and form exist, and one invisible, where energy, intuition, and subtle perceptions operate quietly but powerfully. They are not simply young by the passage of years, but are enveloped by a form of light, pure energy, like morning mist settling over a still lake. Their sensitivity is not weakness. It is the antenna of their soul, always picking up subtle signals from nature, from others, and from the silence within. They listen to life with their hearts, and because of this, they stay far away from the darkness that others often fail to notice until it is too late. They know how to withdraw from toxic energy fields. They know how to return to nature, to the trees, the wind, and the silence. They don't need much to feel fulfilled, nor do they need noise to feel alive, because they are attuned to a deeper rhythm, where each breath is in harmony with the whole universe. And it is this connection, both delicate and sacred, that keeps their spirit pure and light. Their youthful appearance is merely a reflection of this tranquil inner world, like the surface of a clear stream, where time passes without leaving a trace. The third reason why you may appear younger could lie in the empathy you extend to the world. Some people are born with a heart that is more open than usual. They don't only feel their own emotions, but also quietly merge with the unspoken emotions, the subtle vibrations that others emit, even when no words are said. This empathy is not a burden, but a quiet gift. It allows them to be fully present in the lives of others, without judgment, without imposition, only with gentle and sincere presence. Empathetic people do not hold on to the sadness that doesn't belong to them. They know how to listen, and they also know how to let go. They absorb, and then they transform. It is this ability that keeps their inner world from being worn down by negativity and prevents them from becoming entangled in the heavy emotions of everyday life. As a result, they live with a pure energy, a light mental state like the spring breeze, not tense, not hardened. And naturally, this tranquility radiates outward as a glow, as skin that isn't dull, as eyes that aren't weary. In a world that is becoming increasingly noisy and hurried, those who live with empathy, with hearts that can still resonate, become the ones who remain forever young, not just because of their bodies, but because their souls have never lost their inherent softness and gentleness. The fourth reason why someone may maintain a youthful appearance could stem from a quiet inner wisdom. Not everyone who is young is carefree, and not everyone who lives many years carries the weight of experience. But there is a type of wisdom, not loud, not boastful, that silently shapes the way a person exists in this world. It is a wisdom that doesn't come from books, but from the deep reflections of life's encounters. Those who live with inner wisdom are often not in a hurry to react. They understand that not everything is worth causing the heart to tremble with chaos. They maintain an inner space of calm, where they are not swept into anger, anxiety, or the trivial bumps of daily life. Instead of exhausting themselves with competition, they quietly turn inward toward wholeness. Rather than trying to control the world, they learn to accept that everything that comes and goes carries some form of meaning, even if it cannot be understood right away. It is this peace, nurtured by a far-seeing perspective, that protects them from unnecessary loss. If you pay attention, you will notice that their gaze is bright but not fierce. It is the light of someone who understands, not someone who judges. Their face is gentle but not superficial. It is the beauty of someone who has made peace with themselves, and from that peace, with life itself. Age may leave marks on the skin, but it cannot scar a soul that has chosen to live in tranquility. And perhaps it is this tranquility that makes them younger, in a way that time cannot explain. The fifth reason why someone may appear younger than their age lies in the kindness they carry within. Not all beauty comes from external care. There are some radiances that come from within, from a heart that chooses love instead of resentment, compassion instead of hatred. Those who do not allow their souls to be gnawed by anger tend to maintain a flowing energy, unhindered, unruffled. It is this clarity that softens the lines of their face, gentles their gaze, and lightens their step. Kindness is not weakness. It is a deep strength, so strong that it doesn't need to retaliate, doesn't need to prove anything. It simply exists with a pure energy. People with compassion often know how to release emotions that harm both the soul and the body. They do not hold on to bitterness in their hearts, for they understand that keeping it only depletes them. And because of this, they live lightly, like a stream unpolluted, like a breeze that carries no dust. The youthful appearance they carry is not something they try to preserve, but rather the natural consequence of a life that understands empathy, knows how to love, and knows how to forgive. Age does not dull the light of kindness. On the contrary, it is this light that makes one forget how long time has passed. The sixth reason is the ability to adapt, a form of soft intelligence that is no less resilient. Some people are like water, not rigid in shape, not resisting the flow, but always quietly finding their way around obstacles. It is this flexibility that allows them to maintain a bright appearance, regardless of the upheavals life brings. A person who knows how to adapt is not one who surrenders to fate, but one who has understood a profound truth. Resisting what cannot be controlled only leads to exhaustion. Instead, they choose to live with the flow of life, not rigid, not confrontational, but silently observing and walking with grace. They do not let difficulties take root in their minds. They release their worries before they turn into burdens. And because of this, they remain gentle, not only in their souls but also in their face, posture, and gaze. Their youthfulness is not in their skin or physique, but in a spirit that remains ever fresh, not dulled by the habits of resistance or resentment. They are not afraid of change because they know that each shift is an opportunity to learn more about themselves, to grow beyond what once held them back. Like a tree shedding its leaves in autumn to prepare for a new cycle of life, the one who adapts quietly regenerates, ceaselessly, effortlessly, and never depleting their vitality. The seventh reason is an optimistic spirit, an inner light that can illuminate one's outward appearance. Some people walk through life as though they carry the sun with them. Even when the sky is overcast, they still find a streak of light peeking through the clouds. Not because their lives are free of sorrow, but because they have chosen not to let sorrow become the center of their lives. At the deepest level, positivity is not merely an attitude, it is a way of life. Those who choose to focus on the good, no matter how small, are nurturing within themselves a source of youth that never fades. They understand that pessimism does not solve problems, while hope can redirect the course of an entire life. Strangely, this spirit does not remain dormant inside them. It shows up in their eyes that know how to smile, their lips that easily curve into a grin, and a gentle demeanor that makes others feel at ease. They do not carry the exhaustion of the years. They only carry the lessons learned, and continue to walk forward with a heart that has never aged. Perhaps this is why they appear younger, because they do not carry the burden of resentment. They do not hold on to things that cannot be changed. They live as though each day is a new beginning, and in doing so, time itself seems to hesitate and slow its pace before them. The eighth reason, the energy of the chosen ones, a quality found in souls with a special mission. There are those in this world who do not merely live an ordinary life, but who carry within them a deep and unique mission. They are the chosen ones, souls who have come into this world not only to exist, but to offer a sacred gift, the ability to heal, inspire, or sow hope into suffering hearts. Their energy is like a lamp that shines brightly in the darkness, illuminating the souls of those around them, soothing and bringing peace even in the darkest moments. And within that light, there is a particular youthfulness, not just from the outside, but from an inner harmony that remains steadfast. When a person lives with a noble purpose, with a soul nurtured by love and compassion, they become a symbol of endurance and vitality. It is these qualities that create a natural protection against aging. They radiate a pure power, which not everyone may feel, but when others encounter them, they cannot help but feel lighter, as if they too are imbued with positive energy. To see someone who appears younger is not only a reflection of their appearance or genetics, but a sign of an evolved soul. It is the reflection of a being who lives in harmony, always oriented toward true and eternal values. Therefore, keeping the spirit bright and radiant is the way we nurture an endless spring of youth. It is a gift we can recognize and cherish, to live a life that is not only long, but also complete, fresh, and always shining. So what about you? Have you ever wondered why you seem younger than your actual age? Could there be something deeper behind that youthful appearance? If you recognize yourself in one or more of the qualities we've shared, it might be a sign that your spiritual essence is having a powerful impact on your body and life. A connection to the subtle energies within, guiding you toward lasting peace and eternal youth. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Please share in the comments which reason resonates with you the most, and whether you've ever felt a deep connection with your own being. We hope this video has inspired you and helped you recognize the treasures within. Don't forget to subscribe to Mind and Meaning so you won't miss future content on wisdom and spirituality. If you found this video helpful, feel free to share it with others who might benefit from it. Thank you for joining us on this journey. See you in the next video, where we'll continue to explore the mysteries of the universe and the soul.